Do you expect me to talk? No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die. Every other channel's going to do that. I'm not. No, that's not me. That's not what we're going to do here. No, I'm well above that. That kind of cliched behaviour is not what you expect to see here on the Colonel Failure Video Entertainment channel. This is Evil Genius. It was flung in my direction by the nice, lovely people at Rebellion. And so I'm going to play it in a nice, lovely way. Stick around and you can have a look at my nice, lovely base, which is nice and lovely and not at all filled with horrors. Hello there. Welcome to the Casino of Deep Regret. That is, it's doing, well, I would say a roaring business, but it's really not. It's doing okay. I mean, look, all my punters, they're just lounging, which is fine. I mean, lounging's good. I've got 2 bars here for reasons that will become apparent. For, of course, as you well know, my casino is merely a front to my criminal enterprises. As we head through the door here, which you shouldn't ever do unless you are a criminal. I've got a guard post there, a bit of fire extinguisher action. Yeah. We've got pods where people can hang out. The reason that I leave pods for people to hang out in is so that they could just chill when there's nothing to do, but they're close to the action when there is stuff to do. We have the barracks here, which is storing many sleeping minions at the moment. It's fine. That's permitted. We've got our med bay, which could possibly do with a little expansion, but it doesn't get an awful lot of use. We are that effective in combat. We then have our re-education centre going on here, where minions can get their smarts back. It just regenerates their ability to think for themselves, which is not necessarily something you want in a minion. We have our armoury here, near enough to the front entrance that they can spring into action when the need arises. Big Dirk here, who's probably called Guard. Yeah, there we go. He's manning the cameras right now, whereas the lads here, they're all standing by, waiting for the action. Over here we've got a canteen. That's all going along quite swimmingly. And then back here is the security wing with holding cells for anybody who really shouldn't be in here. Really shouldn't. And then we can extract information from them from this here chair, which is super duper. Zooming out ever such a little bit, we've got the rec room here where people can replenish their enthusiasm for life and the criminal underworld.
Research has been paused.
Thank you. We're just pausing research because I haven't got a scientist in there at the moment. Here's the vault. It's getting on for full, actually. Doesn't usually stay that way very long. I tend to spend it all. Couple of capacitors just in case I run out of energy, which is always flipping happening. Here's the power center. As you can see,
Research has resumed.
Thank you. I've got quite a lot going on in there because I use quite a lot of power. Here's mission control, where we've got chaps planning my evil doings. Yes, that's all super. And then as we move further down the corridor here, this is the training room where training happens, and then finally we've got the research centre going on there, where at the moment we're working out poison dart traps, which is super. So as we zoom out, that is the sum total of the base so far. Now, given that we're only allowed to show you a little bit of the game, we're allowed an hour in total. I've decided to show you an hour from a little way in, where I've already got some stuff established, and it's all good because I've got some plans on the go. My current main objective is to hire a henchman in chief to do, well, whatever henching is required. Oh, here's me. There you go. I'm just hanging out here.
What next?
I can go over there. I can put a hole in this dude. There you go. There you go. Yeah, he's had enough. That apparently is strong motivational exercise right there. It builds morale. Obviously doesn't generate quite as much morale in the chap that I just perforated the skull of, but we're not going to split hairs on that front. I do have a buff that I can deploy when need be, and a training buff that I can deploy when need be. We don't need any of that right now. Oh, lovely. Bit of poison dart action. Let's go to the research menu here. This is where all the fun stuff lives. So we've got global ops, which I'll show you in a moment, which is my ability to do nefarious deeds around the world and make a bit of cash. Actually, my vault's almost full. Ooh, I've never been in this situation before. I've always spent it too quickly, but I'm here jabbering away to you. So in here we've got things like I've done that one. That's given me extra broadcast strength, which allows me to set up new stuff. Extra lookouts, yeah. We've got here. This decreases the rate that heat builds up. Heat is you trigger too much heat and it shuts down your criminal enterprise in a region. Yeah, you don't want that. The computer console generates intel, which is good. You use that to do missions and stuff. In the lair, we've got certain levels of building stuff that we could do. I want the laser doors. Get working on the laser doors, because they're going to be a little more helpful than the doors I've got at the moment. I've already researched capacitors for the power problems and the ability to do a bit of extra mining. It's all helpful. What else have I got? The advanced guard post, which keeps guards at it all the time. And stairs I should probably work on as well, because you can have multiple floors in your lair, which is super. Onto the minion training here. You've got, make them smarter, more healthy, and all of that kind of business. I've also researched. I want to research hitty sticks. Clubs, yeah, or you could go a nicer way and have stun batons. No, I don't know, hitty sticks all the way. Thank you. Right, yeah, and then on to traps. I've got the big fan. Okay, I've got the poison dart traps. I've got the punching glove, the boxing glove, which is the default one, and that's all good. And then the final one here is unlocked. Once you get past the end of the tutorial section. Now, I'm still in the tutorial section because we're not allowed to go beyond it, which is fine. There are a few bug-like things in this early access version of the game that we're getting to look at. For example, these hazard
Your
warnings
minions are in combat.
telling me this dude's in combat. Well, maybe in his dreams. Beg your pardon, her dreams. Yeah, no, that's just a
Research has
there
begun.
you go. And also, research. There are a few notifications blips going on here that don't actually stack up. Right, so I'm gonna pick up my next quest, and that's within my systems menu, and then your objectives. Now, optional quests. Keep an eye on optional quests. They're great because each one of these gives you free money, which is terrific. I want to stop tracking them on the HUD, which you can't at the moment, because it uses up quite a lot of screen space, and I'd rather have the screen space available, but that's not a big deal. My main objective at the moment is I've got to recruit a crime lord. Okie dokie, which is down into side stories. This is the part of tutorials teaching you about side stories. You have 4 to choose from. We got the sun, the fan, the computer, or the swordsman. We can only do one. So I have previously recruited the computer, which is a very nice silver-looking lady in a Jackie Onassis outfit, which is splendid. I think I'm going to go with the sword. No, I want to go with the fan, because I don't know what that could possibly be. Let's go there. Right, we've got to recruit a henchman from the world stage. Let's do it.
Side story begun.
Right, so there we go. Side story begun. Let's go back to the screen, and it will go recruit a henchman from the world stage. Now, the world stage is what my command center here is all about. So we head over to Global Ops, and it will bring up the world map where there's all manner of business going on. Now, if you've got these points, these broadcast strength points, if you have any that aren't used at the moment, they'll generate you a bit of intel. But otherwise, you can spend 1 point on capturing a new region. So if we head out over here, for example, I can go scout this by sending 3 workers. They don't come back. No. Once you've deployed them, they're gone forever. Workers, fortunately, your minions auto-recruit, which is top-notch. That's one less thing you have to worry about. So I could go
Research has been paused.
go pick up a new territory. I'll do that, shall I? Yeah, all right. Go on. We'll have South America. There you are. Off you go. Right, so
Research
they'll
has
turn up,
resumed.
and in about 30 seconds after turning up, I will now have that as part of my criminal enterprise. Now, your normal day-to-day of running one of these areas, you'll see that I currently have heat 4. If it reaches 50, which it does, it will shut down my passive income for a couple of minutes while the heat dissipates again. That's fine. I've had 3 deserted minions. Yeah, it happens. The important thing, though, is to keep an eye on when the heat is about to hit maximum so you don't kick off a mission just before then. Otherwise, all hell breaks loose and you lose everything. You don't. You just lose the dudes. You don't do the mission. It's all terrible. You've got these purple lads here, which are good for dissipating heat. But they're expensive. You're exchanging gold to lose the heat, and frankly, I'd rather just have it shut down for a little bit. And then we've got another one over here. Some of these have a time limit on, so you've only got a limited amount of time to run it. This will dissipate 50 heat over 20 minutes, so it will be a gradual dissipation of any heat that you've got going on there. Don't need to do that in a moment. Then you've got the good uns. These are splendid. Now, over 35 minutes, this will generate 50 grand. Well worth doing. But it will apply 40 heat over that time as well, which means that there's a good chance the entire region gets shut down. Less desirable. Or you could just give it 15 heat, grab 10 grand in 3 minutes. Off it drops. There you go. Easy peasy. Now, those workers, they're not coming back. They're free to go about their lives after that point. Henchman, right. Okay. We're going to have to scout this region and bring it under our control because we can't go do the mission unless you own the area. So I'll go potter around with something else and wait for that to spring into action. Right then, I've captured Australia. It was only a matter of time, and I can now go and set this mission in progress. It's going to need 3 workers and 2 valets. Okay, fine. Valets are trained workers. They hang out in your casino and can either just look gorgeous and keep your punters happy in the casino there, or you can send them to distract enemy agents when enemy agents arrive. And I'll have some turn up shortly, which will be delightful. Oh, that's okay. Anyway, I've sent out the team. They're going to go and get that done. As you can see, I've rinsed the money a little bit because I expanded my power because I've finished the research on laser doors. So let's show you how building works. Right now, this door here is already there. That's all good. Now, what we want to do though is we want to edit this door, and we'll do that by selling it. Yep, we're basically going to get rid of that door and replace it with one of my newfangled laser door efforts, which is great. I want to stick it right there. Now, doors are always 4 wide, and you've got to have walls on either side in order for it to happen. The way that it works with building is you do all the building first and then confirm it. So you can change your mind multiple times. One of the options in settings is to pause the game while you're building. Now, me being me, I figured giving me a little bit of random debating time is no bad thing. So I've got this door booked in. It's going to cost me 9 power, which is why I expanded my power station, and it's going to cost 4,700 notes. I am a little bit short in the notes department at the moment, but the money keeps coming in, so it's all fine. We can handle that. And then your chaps will turn up. One of them will go to the helipad to pick up the new bit. And oh no, here we go. There you go. It's a technician. He's gonna wang that in there. Wait, go on, get to wanging, son. Oh, you weren't. You were just on a fixing job. He's just fixed the guard post. All right, fine. Well, then we need to wait for the appropriate minion to turn up. That is a boxing glove trap. It's quite funny. Doesn't do a lot of damage, but it's quite funny. Yeah, no, it's good. I can watch people being hit with boxing glove traps all day long. There is no upper limit to the amount of boxing glove trap action I am prepared to watch. Right, let's whiz to the point where Fellamilad turns up with me gate, because we want that before our investigators turn up here. Here we go. There you are. Oh no, you're just on the fixings again. All right, where's flipping Johnny Minion? He better get out. I'll tell you something. No, that's it. I'm coming up here.
At last.
Right, come over here. This looks promising. There you go. Oh, it's a scientist. You're lucky, son. You were about to be offed. But no, I'm not gonna shoot you because scientists are slightly more important than the yellow shirts. And we have a henchman. Right, smashing. So when you complete a quest of any description, you can collect a reward.
Welcome to the team. I trust the minions briefed you on your way here.
This is the swordsman, apparently. It looks more like a swordswoman, or in fact, scuba woman at this scent. But
They were a little tight-lipped, actually. But I hacked into your files weeks ago, so I get the gist.
Janet Bomb does not sound especially Australian.
You did what? Secure those files immediately so no one can do that again. You work for me now.
Already done. With me on your team, you'll be invincible. Technically.
So, boss, what do you think of your new lair? It's good, right?
Lots of chat.
There's something wrong about it. It's ugly. It's too yellow.
Oh, I like it. It's bright, it's cheerful. It's the colour of our swell uniforms.
That's it. That's what's wrong with this place. I have to look at you.
Yes.
Build me an inner sanctum. Use lots of gold.
Now, this particular mission, this is the end of the tutorial. So the tutorial section, and it takes, and well, it took me on my first playthrough, or my first play session, of which this is an earlier save. It took me probably 3 hours, 4 hours to get to the end of the tutorial bit where it gradually unlocks everything, which is tremendous, because at no point do you feel like, oh, I want the next thing. You've always got stuff going on, so it's fantastically involved at that point. I'm not going to build myself a throne room. Don't need it. No, that's not something we need. And also, if I were to complete doing that, then I'm not allowed to show you anything from beyond that point. No, because I'm not allowed to, so I'm not going to. So we'll stay merrily in this section that we're in right now. So there we go. Right now, what I want to be doing is for my next trick, and in the next episode, I'm going to build up I'm going to change this entry area to be far more effective against incoming interlopers. I ought to go over there. Also, let's
Communications
bring out my hench
loud
lady
and clear.
and see where she's. There you go. There she is. I know she's not a swordsman. She's the fan. I didn't go for the swordsman. I went for the fan. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. All right. I don't know why she's a fan. She just is. But she wanders around the joint and generally gets stuck in on management. What can we do? We can hack munitions carried by agents, turning their weapons against them. Nice. Or we can scramble evidence, bypassing a firewall, rejumpers in the neutron flow, removes a large amount of the investigator's suspicion. She's very good then. Oh yeah. Oh, I look forward to seeing her in action. But meanwhile, we have agents in our midst. They have now, or they're about to arrive. No. Interesting. No, we don't. Maybe they are already among us. And you have to keep your eyes peeled to try and track them down. Doesn't look like... Oh, hold on. There's the ferry. The ferry is the signifier that you're about to get people turn up. And this will be a combination of agents and punters. So we'll keep an eye out for the agents. They're usually the first ones off. Wait for it. Yeah. Now, you can easily miss this because you'll have other stuff going on. Here we go. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Yeah. How many we got? 3. Okay, 3 investigators looking sneaky. You, sir. This is Charles Bosu. He works for Anvil. Right, let's befuddle him.
Distract that intruder, if you can find them.
Right, and number 2, this is Judy Nuggets. Great name. Let's incarcerate you.
That intruder.
Yeah.
Capture them.
And then our third contestant is Laverne Gunyale. All right, and let's just shoot them.
There's an intruder here. Kill them.
Although we don't actually have any guns at the moment. No, guns are not something we possess. Now, unless I hit the red alert button down in the corner here, we'll just wait until they are spotted by some of my merry men. They'll come into the casino. They'll have a lovely time. In fact, if we up the tempo here, we'll watch them gradually sneak into the casino here. The one targeted for befuddlement is likely to be attracted to a casino table. And the casino tables themselves, you can set them to either reduce the agent skill, which is what they are on at the moment, or to scam tourists. I tend to keep it on scamming tourists so I make a bit more money. But I've got both of my bars set up to make the secret agents a little bit more stupid. Right, here we go. Wandering through. Yeah, I see you. Yeah. Nothing gets past me. Of course, both my bars are unmanned at the moment. Oh, there will be executions. So these lot are all going to stroll back here and then try and get past the laser gate. Yeah, there we go. See, they've disguised themselves. Yeah. No, kill them. Right, so we've got trap. Which have you've hacked the trap? Okay, all right, it happens.
Your minions are in combat.
Apologies for fighting the action there a little bit. There we go. So we've got trouble brewing, as it were. Right, let's send out my hench lady here to go get stuck in. This is why my armour is by the front door, you know, so that if it kicks off, all the lads just come out and go, "Hello, how's it going?" We're largely a fisticuffs organisation at present, which is very good. We're non-lethal.
Is in combat.
And obviously, quite a few minions down. I mean, these chaps are trained, whereas my yellow shirt's not so much. But we've killed the one we set to kill. That's good. All right, there you go. Yeah, we're going. No, sir. No, you're not welcome in here. So we'll kick him out. Go on, get out of it. And we'll see if we've actually done any befuddlement on him yet. No, his skill's still maxed out. Oh, dear, he's flipping. Where are my valets? Why are they not stood at the front desk where they should be stood? I've got enough of them. Now, we've got body bags kicking around here. Someone will be along in a moment to pick them up and escort them into the incinerator. That's what you want. I've got no one manning the cameras. Oh, for crying out loud. Is it because you're having a nap? And we've probably got some people waiting. No, there's no one waiting to be using the regen pods. No, that's okay. So yeah, you're gonna pick up a body with your Hoover. There you go. I seem to recall in the original that they would pick up the body bag and sling it over their shoulder, which I thought was far more interesting. But yeah, that's all right. Using these science Hoovers is all fine by me. You, get to work. You lazy git. Fatma, go stand out there and get to befuddling. Anyway, here we go. We're going to the power room, because that's where we dispose of bodies. And we feed them into the crispatron here. There you go. Plug it in. Light glows green. Trap is clean. There you go. You're wounded a little bit. You'll be all right. Good. Right, there you go. So they'll clean up on aisle 1. Yeah. But anyway, they're getting past aisle 1 rather too simply. So in the next episode, I shall tackle that problem and make it go away. Thanks very much for watching. I've been Colonel Failure. Stay tuned for more. Cheerio. Well, a dab of the old evil genius there for you. And I've got more of it on the way, but not very much more. Another couple of episodes, and you'll have seen some of the sights and sounds from the game, because we are restricted to how much can be done. But a big thanks to Rebellion for getting me in the front door in the first place, because this is one that I've been looking forward to since the original. So far so good. It's top notch. It's a very good remake. It embellishes on the original, and I look forward to seeing how it develops further still. Wonky base design. Quick word on wonky base design. You're limited into what you can dig in. The power room, right? You see how it was like it's not quite square? Yeah, you can't dig through all the rock to start with. You can only dig through some of it, and later on you can dig through more of it, and then later on still, after a bit of research, you can dig through more still. That's why it's wonky. It's not because I don't know what a straight line looks like. No. You're going to assume that anyway, but be my guest. Anyway, in the next episode, traps and the ice. It's worth it. Ice. It is. It's so worth it. It's just hang around. It'll be along before you know it.